Embracing the flow. An introduction to non-resistance. Life unfolds in a constant flow of energy. We encounter situations, experience emotions, and face internal urges. Resistance arises when we fight against this natural current, clinging to how we think things should be instead of accepting what is. Non-resistance, on the other hand, is the art of allowing. It is a gentle surrender to the present moment, a space of acceptance where we cease our inner struggle and align ourselves with the natural rhythm of life. Imagine a leaf floating down a stream. When the leaf tries to fight the current, it gets tossed, turned, and potentially stuck. But when it surrenders to the water's flow, it moves effortlessly, guided by a force greater than itself. Similarly, when we let go of our resistance, we tap into a source of immense power and efficiency. We free ourselves from the energy drain of fighting and open ourselves to a world of possibilities. The sleep struggle. A personal encounter with resistance. Many years ago, while deeply engrossed in a philosophical text, I felt a wave of sleepiness wash over me. I had a strict schedule to maintain and couldn't afford to lose any time. So I resisted the urge to rest, pushing myself to stay awake and focused. My mind, however, had other plans. The words on the page blurred, my thoughts scattered, and I found myself rereading the same paragraph countless times. Frustration mounted as I realized that my resistance was futile. I was fighting a losing battle against my body's natural need for rest. The more I tried to force myself to stay awake, the less productive I became. My mind, clouded with fatigue, could no longer absorb the wisdom contained within the text. The nap advantage, efficiency through acceptance. Exhausted and defeated, I finally surrendered to my body's plea for rest. I closed the book, set a timer for a short nap, and allowed myself to drift off to sleep. When I awoke, I felt refreshed and energized, my mind clear and alert. Returning to my studies, I found that I could now absorb information with ease. The words came alive with meaning, and I progressed through the text at a remarkable pace. That day, I learned a valuable lesson about the power of non-resistance. By accepting my need for rest and allowing myself a short nap, I actually saved time and increased my overall productivity. Had I continued to resist my body's natural rhythm, I would have wasted precious hours in a state of diminishing returns. Anxiety is grip resisting versus befriending your fears. The principle of non-resistance extends far beyond our physical needs. It applies equally to our emotional landscape. Anxiety, for instance, is often amplified by our resistance to it. We worry about feeling anxious, which only intensifies the feeling, trapping us in a vicious cycle. We might try to distract ourselves, numb ourselves, or fight the anxiety head-on, but these resistant approaches only seem to make it stronger. Imagine being caught in a rip current. Fighting against the current will only exhaust you, increasing the risk of drowning. The safest course of action is to stay calm, float, and allow the current to carry you to calmer waters. Similarly, when anxiety arises, we can choose to meet it with non-resistance. We can acknowledge its presence without judgment, allowing ourselves to feel the fear without letting it consume us.